Why do my lips look peachy? Oh well. Hi and welcome to BooksBeautyKendra. My name is Kendra and today I wanted to do a book haul. Yes, I just did a book unhaul. That was making space because I had already bought all these books. There's a few. So yeah, let's jump in. If you can't tell, I am still sick. Yes, it's been a few months of being sick. Is what it is, unfortunately. Show must go on. So let's start. I've got in 4 piles my books. Got romance, just like contemporary romance-ish, like in the real world. Fantasy romance, which is about the same size. Fantasy, and then 2 other books. So they've got their own little pile themselves. So let's start with romance. First, oh my goodness. First, I've got Fake by Tate James. This is the 3rd book in the Madison Kate Quartet. I'm very excited about where this book is going to go. The second book, Liar? Yes. Second book, Liar, ended on such a cliffhanger. I'm ready to dive in to this book. If you don't know, it's a reverse harem book, so if you don't like those, don't read it. But I like them. I like when she doesn't have to choose. Next, I've got Not in My Book. Oh, it's got something in it. A little fluffy bit. Yeah. Not in My Book by Katie Holt. This one's like, I can't remember what it's about. But yeah, it looked good. I think it's like, yeah, romance writer, and then she's got an arch nemesis in their writing workshop. Kind of gives off book club, not book club, Beach Read by Emily Henry, but like more romantic than that. Then I accidentally got the second book in a series without getting the first one, so I'll have to remedy that at some point, not just yet, but I will. And that's Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This is a ice hockey romance. Yeah. I've heard good things about this book, so I have high hopes for it. I don't want to get my hopes up too high because that'd be recipe for disaster. Next, I've got Fake Game by Madison Fox. This is the 3rd and final book in the something series. What series is this called? What are you called? Madison, what are you called? Who knows? The System? Is it The System? I think so. This follows like gamers and their romances. And I've got 2 books, which are, I think they might be arcs. I don't know. They are books that I don't think are out just yet, and I got them because I was a part of a Kickstarter for these 2 authors. And yeah, so I've got book 1, Heart of Stone. This is the Stoneheart MC. Book 1, Heart of Stone by Evie Mitchell. And then book 2, Hard as Stone by Megan Wade. These are motorcycle club romances, as you can tell by the MC. 2 different men on the cover. Why don't they have faces? That's just... yeah, don't worry about it. Next, I've got a very anticipated read for myself. So it's a bit damaged, and I can only blame myself for that because I shoved it in my bag when I went to up north to wherever, Brisbane and northern New South Wales, and I shoved it in my bag on the way home, and now it's got a little bit of a bit here, but yeah, Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. But yeah, this bit is like all bent. I'm so sad because I'm so excited for this book. I love so many of her books. Oh, but I'm very excited for this one. This one's like very steamy, BDSM style, I think, book. And I've loved most of her books, and then I really liked the rest. So high hopes for that one. Next, I got a special edition from Big W, I think, or Kmart, one of the two. I think it was Big W. And that's Collide by Bal Cabra. It's got their names on the side, Summer, Aiden. And this is, again, another ice hockey romance. Like college ice hockey romance. Oh, the other one might be college too. I don't know. But I've been wanting this for a while. Finally got around to getting it. Next is another anticipated read, and that's First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This is like a, is it Sleepless in Seattle retelling? Or reimagining sort of thing. That follows like this radio host and this lady's daughter calls in and yeah, gets like advice for her mum. Her mum hears it and like she gets brought onto the radio station for some reason or the other. Yeah. So I don't know much about any of these books. I just will find out when I read them. Like I knew at some point what they were about. That's why I got them, but like almost to them. Some of them I didn't know that much about, and I was like, that sounds interesting. Let's try it out. Next, I've got Savor It by Tara DeWitt. Again, I don't remember what this one's about at all. But I really liked Funny Feelings by this author, Tara DeWitt. And I quite liked it. I thought, may as well try another one by her. Should be good. And then I've got the second book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, and that is Wild Eyes. This is a single dad series, and I really liked the first one. I think it was 4 or 4.5 stars. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. And those are the romance books. Next, I've got my fantasy romance books. I think I know even less about these books than I do the contemporary romance books. Oh my gosh, my nose is so stuffed. Okay. First book is Modern Divination by Isa. No, I don't know if this is like how you're supposed to say this last name. Agajanian? Isa? Might be Spanish, I don't know. But it sounded good. I loved the name of this. Modern Divination, yes please. Oh, there's crows on it, eating buttons. Or taking shiny things, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. I don't know, the color of magic was gold. That's a tagline. Put that there. Next I've got a very hyped book on every platform. Really, honestly, truly. And that's Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I haven't heard the best things about Callie Hart recently. So this will be just like a trial run to see if I like her. Sorry, there's a sticker on the back of this one. I forgot to take it off before I started. There we go. Got it. So this will be a trial run for Callie Hart. See if like all is well or whatever. But yeah, we shall see. Next, I've got Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mars. I think so. Mars. This, I think, turns into a Why Choose, which, as you heard before, I really like. This one in the first chapter. Yes. I've just got like little pictures on them, which is pretty cool. I like that. Next, I have The Half King by Melissa Landers. I bought this because I liked, Nina, oh no. I hope Nina's not a big character in this. Sorry, my dog's name is Nina. I've heard mixed things about it, but when I read the synopsis of this a while ago, I hadn't really heard much about it. I just saw it and it sounded good, so I was like, yep, let's get it. Next book is a book that my friend recommended to me, and I was like, yep, let's try it again. I think it's another Why Choose. It says the hottest romance you'll read all year. That's got to be good. And that's Flock by Kate Stewart. This is the first book in the Ravenhood series. I hope it's the first book. I looked it up. It should be the first book. Yeah, Flock, Exodus, The Finish Line. It's a trilogy. So, Jess, I'm holding you to this. Next, I have a beautiful book. Lots of the other books aren't beautiful, but this one I particularly like the cover of. It's a map. It's a beautiful map. Oh, and that's The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. I remember when Mary E. Pearson came out with, I don't remember when she came out with it. I remember reading the first book in the Kiss of Deception series, and I quite liked that. I did guess where it was going in that first book, so I was like, everyone says it's so, like, you don't know who she's going to end up with. I kind of guessed who it was her. So I kind of got bored of that bit, but like everything else I really enjoyed. I think it was like a 4-star book. So I got high hopes for that one. Next, I've got the final book in the Dragons of Ember Hollow trilogy by Tessa Hale, and that's Dawn of Flames. This is again another Why Choose because I cannot be stopped. And yeah, it's just a very short book. Short book. I read the other two. I'm quite excited for this one. Like, I think they keep getting better and better, so hopefully this is a good book. I should also note that I have not had a 5-star read, like a new 5-star read, since about mid-September last year. And that was Heartstopper Volume 5. So, I'm hoping that within these stacks there is one new 5-star read for me. Please. I really hope so. I'm not doing so well on that front, like picking 5-star books. But hopefully that will change. When I say new, I also reread like The Love Hypothesis at the end of last year. So that was 5 stars. But like a new book, like I haven't read. Not in the cards for me. And I've read like 30 books since then. More? I don't know. 40? Maybe? Anyways, this is one of my order by authors, and it took me a while to get one of her book. This last book of hers, latest book of hers. I hope it's not her last. Just because it was so hard to get in Australia. And that's Looking for Love in All the Haunted Places by Claire Kahn. This is her foray into paranormal romance. I think like it's about ghost hunters. One person believes, one person doesn't believe. I remember all the promo like things she did for it. It looked good. And the next one, the final one in this fantasy romance stack, is another author that's kind of on the chopping block for me. Like, I really enjoyed her first book. Wasn't really getting into a second book, but I will try again because I have got the third book. And that's Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. Again, like, I've heard not so great things about her. It's not my favorite series, so I don't care too much if I don't like Iron Flame or Onyx Storm. I don't care so much if I DNF it and just get rid of the series, because like, also I have a dragon tattoo. It's not from Fourth Wing, just letting you know, because lots of people in my life ask me, is that from Fourth Wing? Have you read it? I was like, yeah, but after I got my tattoo. Now we are on to the fantasy books. starting with this chunker, The Will of the Many by James Islington, however you want to say it. I'm going to say Islington. Or there's either scratches or there's trees on the bottom of my Onyx Storm. I don't know. This is like a Roman Empire inspired fantasy. As told by the Roman architecture in this book. On the cover, all that. It's beautiful. I started reading The Shadow of What Was Lost. Is that the first book? By this author. The Lycanius trilogy. I started reading that when I was really enjoying it. Then I had to put it down because I was not concentrating on fantasy at all. So it's like, I'll come back to it. And now I've got The Will of the Many, which I'm very excited to read because lots of people seem to love it. This next book has a story behind it. I shouldn't do that to the book, sorry. And that story is, I went into this bookshop down the Great Ocean Road called High Priestess Athena. It's like a esoteric kind of bookshop, but it also has like fantasy books and like feminist nonfiction and all that. And I was there, and the lady, who I've met a few times now, because I've been in there like a few times now, always buying something. And yeah, she came up to me and was like, this book I'm going to say you should get because it's like calling me to give to you. I can't remember what she said exactly, but basically the book was calling out to me through her. And I kind of took that as a sign because like I have been wanting to read this book for a while. I just never took the pledge to get it, or any of the books in the series, because I don't know what order you're supposed to read these books in. And that is Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. Every story has a beginning, so I'm guessing this is the very beginning of the Owens family. It's a prequel to Practical Magic, if you like. It kind of like sounds familiar. Oh, there's so many books she's written. Look how many books she's written. Like all these. And these are her young adult. Jolly, she's prolific. Anyways, that's my story. Quite like that story, as well as like the little bookshop that I got it from. So I'm going to continue supporting it. If you're ever down in Victoria and you want to go to the Great Ocean Road, which I highly, highly recommend because it's a great place, just be careful if you're a tourist because it's windy roads. But it's a great place to go. Lots of beaches, very nice. Lots of caravan parks, very nice. And yes. Then I got this one as a present. I think it was a Christmas present. Yeah. And that's The Great When by Alan Moore. This one's like, I think it was like a mixture of different types of, oh no, it was just like a historical fantasy, like urban fantasy sort of thing. Which is not what I usually go for, but it sounds interesting. Cool. So I'm gonna have to try this. Never heard of it before either. The Great When. A long London novel. Do love London. Next is a book that I saw and was like, that is beautiful and also really interesting sounding. Not that I can tell you what it's about because I do not remember. It's The Great Library of Tomorrow by Rosalia Aguilar Solas. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. That's all I know about it. Then I've got the sequel to probably one of my favorite books that I've read so far this year. Oh, I've got a thing. Oh, that's cute. It's a card. Card for my birthday last year. So I got this while I was in Brisbane? No. A small town up north. Sorry. That's Four Ruined Realms by Mike Holland. I think that Five Broken Blades is one of my favorite books I've read so far this year. I've only read 10, but like that one is a 4.5 star. And I really, really enjoy it. still thinking about it, and I really want to get to this one soon. I'm not going to tell you what that one's about because that'd be a spoiler. And the final book of the fantasy one is a cozy fantasy, and that's The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Qureshi? I don't know. How do you say that name? I don't know. But yeah, it sounded cute. And then I started hearing not so good things about it after I had bought it. I was like, well, too late now. And let's just, while we're here, let's get into the final two books. The first one's a sci-fi, the second one is a non-fiction. The first one is Stardust Grail by Yumi Kitase. I have been wanting this for a little while. I mean, it hasn't been out for very long. I've been wanting it for a while. It just sounds really interesting. I don't read a lot of sci-fi anymore. Look at this map. It's all stars and planets. That's so cool. I think they're planets, not stars. I mean, like, there are obviously stars in there, but like the ones connected together are planets. That's so cool. Yeah. And then, last but not least, we have The Witch's Guide to Animal Familiars. Spells, rituals, and recipes for making magic with animal allies. Madame Pamita. Look how beautiful this book is. Like, look at all those animals. Like, this sounded so good. And the guy was like, I put out 2 books of this because I thought people would like it. It's like, yeah, but when did you put them out? Because there was still 2 books of it out. And I got one of them, obviously. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. I love learning about familiars. I love learning about anything witchy, really. Yeah. Anyways, that is my book haul. Many books to add to my shelves now. I don't know how many, but like quite a few. Potentially as many as I got rid of. Maybe more. I don't know. Anyways, if you've made it this far into the video, leave me an animal emoji for your familiar. If you have a familiar. If not, just like your favorite animal. And if you want to leave an actual comment, let me know a book that you've purchased recently or that you would like to purchase soon. And yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!